Morning, guys. Did I do anything fun yesterday? I went shopping. I bought some new boots, some Carhartt boots. That's about it. You guys do anything fun yesterday? I also set up some new stuff for the Discord, made a video. Hopefully you guys watched that. Yeah, that's about it. It's a nice day. I don't like trading on bank holidays, so I didn't. Looked like there would have been maybe a couple setups I could have taken, but I just don't really enjoy trading algos, and I don't enjoy trading on bank holidays. So something I've learned over time for my personal preference is I just don't like trading algos on bank holidays. They tend to do worse. Slept in yesterday, didn't trade either. Good. Nice. I mean, looks like the market moved yesterday, but like from the open to close, NQ closed 40 points higher. So like really didn't do much. But yeah. Let me answer this email real quick here. All right. But yeah, good morning. I hope everyone's having a good day today. And what else? Have the regular Joey settings up, just no EMA filter on because it's more fun on the live stream just to get a few more trades. So that's that. And I posted some new settings yesterday, so feel free to check those out. Again, when I post settings, do your own research, do your own testing, and don't just blindly be like, oh, Joey posted settings, let me throw it on my funded account right away. All right, just don't do that, okay? Let's all use some common sense and do some testing, find out if you want to tweak anything from it, you know, things like that. So, but they were pretty good results. So, yep, settings are on WAP. I posted them in the Discord. Everything you needed on WAP. So if you guys, you know, before you ask, I don't, you know, mind answering DMs, but before you DM me, check the WAP because it's probably answered on there. Most likely. But yeah, made a new settings guide on the WAP, so I'm going to just start posting PDFs of the settings in there. Just keep it a little more organized. So, but yeah, the YM settings I found yesterday, 16K profit and 1500 drawdown in the last month. Doesn't mean it's going to perform the same for the next month. That's how trading works. So, but it's I mean, that's really solid. So, and I had 2 losses last night, so it'd be down 1,000. So yeah, it's time to, I said in the Discord, time to sim test it right now. Throw it on eval maybe. I care about evals a lot less than probably a lot of you. I burn through them like it's clockwork because I also test a ton of stuff on evals. So I don't care if I blow an eval. But let me check if there's any coupons going around right now. I assume most of the companies are probably saving some of their big discounts for Black Friday. Like I assume Apex will probably do like a 90% off. Bulanox will probably do a 90% off. Tradeify probably, you know, back to 40, you know, 40% off the instant funding. Some stuff like that. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, just shoot them at me. And we'll go from there. I gotta re-download Spotify here. Saying, did you enable stop it near swing on Joey settings? Still without it. Well, the regular, I just use the regular Joey settings generally on the live stream, which is without. Good morning, Jonathan. Good morning. Remember, I made a whole video yesterday on how you can find your own settings and how you can test. It's only 20 minutes long. We basically, in that video, went from an unprofitable strategy to a profitable strategy, and I showed you kind of what we want to tweak. So if you haven't watched that, you need to take 20 minutes out of your day today, which I know all of you in this room are going to watch at least 20 minutes of TV today. So just watch that video instead, okay? And then you'll be a master. All right, saying, well, just a reminder here as well. It's not as simple as just changing the swing points or the stop loss to the swing points, and then it makes more money. So I mean, yeah, Dave and Dave, you do whatever you want, my man. There's no right or wrong answer. It's about finding how you like to do it. It's about finding how you like to do it. I have some levels marked out as well, so I'll be calling that out. I guess while we're here, does anyone do anything interesting this weekend? Anyone got anything interesting going on this weekend? I'm heading to Chicago to watch the Michigan game. Just had a full win on the new settings. The YM settings I posted last night. Big sell on the open there. From 780 down to 720 already. A minute in. Let me turn on some tunes for you guys here. Down 100 points almost. I also have in the background here, I have Spectre up, but see how that does, I guess. I already took a loss there. Tried to mean revert. Down 100 points, so a lot of movement already. MNQ within your swing. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. Well, we've swept 1 and 2 hourly lows. So for me, I'm interested in longs. Here. Okay. Yeah, I'm interested in longs here. Yes, 2-minute chart looks not too bad if we could form it, or the higher 1-minute gap. Let's see here. Let's see, 18. Take 30. All right. Alrighty. Still selling huge here. We're down very, very big here. It just swept another hourly low, and Nvidia's down about $2 already since the open. Apple down $2. AMD is green, $5. Okay. Google's down $5. Amazon pretty flat. Tesla down $5. Okay, so couple green, quite a bit more red. Swept another hourly low here on NQ. So that's already 3 hourly lows we've swept with no reversal. Well, like no signs of any buying, I should say. Which isn't a great sign. Isn't a great sign there. Two-minute on ES is really, really clean here. 2-minute long. If we can get a closure here. Looks super clean for an iFVG. super clean. It's bouncing off the 50% level on ES. NQ is quite a bit below the 50% level. We didn't sweep any hourly lows on ES, but NQ we did, so it makes it valid there. And again, bouncing off that 50% level pretty nicely. Pretty dang nicely. So if you're interested in longs, that's looking like a super clean looking long. Otherwise, obviously, I mean, we are selling off pretty heavy on NQ still, so selling off pretty heavy on NQ with another hourly low at 619. So if we move much lower here, then I'd say NQ, you could almost just target that 619 level if you can find a short. NQ still selling. 619 is kind of that area to watch there. Yeah, okay. NQ really just looks like it wants to go down there. 619.75, another hourly low. Didn't close again on the ES 2-minute. If you guys have questions again, let me know.
Order filled. Order filled.
ES 1-minute closed. The 2-minute hasn't closed yet. ES 1-minute did close. It's a little risky because NQ is just dumping so hard. Selling might just be too heavy here. NQ still selling heavy, so honestly, I don't know if we break below this low again. If we break below 670 on NQ, I would say 619. It's looking likely. But yeah, this 2-minute just closed here on ES. It's a B+ setup. You have, you know, an hourly low sweep there on NQ. You have a bounce off the 50% level. Pretty good momentum for the most part. Then you obviously got the iFVG, so it's not a bad try. It's a valid inverse for valid gap long. We still have London high above us, so, you know, fairly clear target up there. It just depends if NQ wants to keep selling, because if NQ keeps selling, then this trade will get screwed. So, and it's exactly what's happening. Yeah, that got smashed. It's selling's way too heavy here.
Order filled. Order filled.
Strong selling. Not much else to say. We're down pretty big here. The market is down pretty big since the open. So another Spectre reversal. I'm not always a huge fan of the reversals. It's not that they don't work. It's just, especially on trendy days, it's always like trying to catch a falling knife. Yeah, that 2-minute on ES was a good attempt. It just didn't work. Selling's just too strong here. So again, good attempt is what it is. Next hourly low is 619.75, and I do believe that is the draw as of now. Okay, that's only 30 points away. You know how fast we can move 30 points on NQ. And we're already down 138 points since the open on NQ. ES is still above the 50% level, so there is a huge divergence between ES and NQ right now. Huge divergence. As well as another 30-second time frame, a smaller time frame, bullish SMT as well. So bigger time frame and smaller time frame. I just want us to go see us go take the low here. I like to see us go take the low. Spectre 1 loss, 3 wins, break even still. Because the losses are much bigger than the wins. Again, I just want us to go take that hourly low on NQ. I think we'd get the best opportunities from there. So, yeah. ES is bouncing off the 50% level again. So, interesting stuff happening. It's causing a reaction on NQ. Again, higher time frame and lower time frame SMT. Just a divergence between NQ and ES.
Order filled.
Wow, what a spike down. There's the low, guys. There's the low. We predicted it perfectly. Predicted it perfectly, so. Another revert trade. So this is when it gets sketchy here, because, I mean, just had a huge knife down. Again, we were kind of, I mean, I was kind of saying that hourly low was probably the draw pretty much the whole morning. Obviously, there was that ES long attempt. But overall, I mean, pretty much predicted that. All right. Big spike down there. So. Made 1500 there on a top step eval. On the short. Actually, I made more because I took the ES trade, lost. Took the NQ short with 50 micros and caught about 2,400 bucks. So I'm up 1,500 on the day. Remember, I just try and pass those top step eval. I try and pass evals as quickly as I can, pretty much. I don't like to spend, you know, weeks on evals, so. Another mean revert. This one is a win. Filled one target. Or filled one contract, I mean. Be kind of weird if it doesn't fill both contracts, but. Okay. Still red on the day with Spectre. Still red on the day. Okay. Let me getting a bit of a reaction here. Okay. Okay. What do we got here? I would be watching realistically the 2-minute on NQ. Probably 2-minute. No trades so far this morning. It's just been a straight sell-off. The iFVG is not gonna take trades when it just sells like that much. So our next liquidity point is 478 on the NASDAQ. And on ES, we did sweep an hourly low. We swept Asia low. The next point is 868. About 10 points away. About 10 points away there. And again, we're not going to get a lot of trades here. If we just straight dump, so. Yeah, NQ 2 minutes is definitely the best option if you would like a long. The 2-minute iFVG. It's basically this gap here, but a little smaller on the 2-minute. But pretty much this gap here. Okay. ES 50% level is at 884. So we're below it now. Could come up, tap it, and keep selling. So you need to watch out for that kind of play.
Order filled.
Cam Peel, hey buddy. Come in at work, drop a like and leave. That's great. Haven't seen you in a while. Not much going on here today. Not much going on in here. Another win there on Spectre. Still flat on the day because of the losses, but I just have that on Sim anyway. Selling's still strong down here. me see if we have any. I mean, yeah, nearest 4-hour swing low, 478.50. It's also the next hourly low. Kind of inside of a hourly fair value gap here as well. We'll see if we get a closure below that. Right now we're below it, and that hourly candle closes in 2.5 minutes. So we'd have to close above 590. Have to close above 590 for that to stay valid. Let me check 30 minutes. 30-minute fair value gap at 61.50 as well. I think we tapped it to the tick. Yeah, we just tapped it. Tapped it to the tick and in a big bounce so far. 20-point bounce there. See if you want to dig into that a little bit more. Again, that hourly candle closes in 1.5 minutes. And we will see. Oh. Okay. Well.
Order filled.
Got a lot of buying right out of that. Oh my god, are we gonna close the hourly here? 5 seconds. Yeah, we held the hourly. That's funny. Just barely. We went up to close the hourly and kind of dropped from there. Okay. Bit of a boring morning here. Bit of a boring morning here. So nice move there to the upside. We closed the hourly gap. Wasn't too many options for plays there. Yeah. maybe a 30-second combined 30-second, but it wasn't like a great play.
Order filled.
Looking for the order filled on my computer every time? What do you mean you're looking for the order? I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, gotcha. No, I'm just like YOLOing some evals pretty much. I'm just YOLOing some evals. I probably, yeah, I should maybe just mute that so you guys don't get confused if you're in a trade. That's funny. I am just YOLOing some evals, some cheap evals, so. Not working in my favor. It's too much today. But 2-minute inverse on NQ if you like longs. Again, we close that hourly bullish. Yeah, I'm getting caught on the wrong side of some of these YOLO evals. Just got to follow the momentum. Momentum was short, then we chop, and then now we're flipping long. So longs would be a better YOLO opportunity. Let's check on Spectre here. Still break even on the day. ES tapping the 50% level, so do be careful. We could easily see a rejection here on ES, and you know, NQ could follow that. That 50% level's at 84.25. Nvidia, you know, a little bounce back from 191, 192. Palantir dropped quite a bit this morning. AMD still 255s. Apple 273. Amazon's down quite a bit, 247. Pre-market was at 252.5. It's down pretty big. Google
order filled.
Heavy sell as well. All right, another 1500 there on another eval. Got 1500 on one top step eval. I bought another one, failed it instantly, reset it. 1500. But yeah, Google's down pretty big. From pre-market at 294, it hit 285, so almost down $10 per share. It's just so volatile lately. So volatile. Yeah, that's the only thing you can do Top Step on anymore is Top Step X. They've got rid of everything else. I mean, you can copy trade on, like I can log in on my Quant Tower and things like that. There's still ways around it, but they don't like sell you like Rhythmic accounts or anything. Definitely seeing buying down here. A lot of big bullish candles here. All right, watch this 2-minute long here. How we doing? Not doing too bad, man. How are you doing this morning? No trades on the live stream this morning. It's been kind of, you know, checking back between Spectre for fun and iFVG and just YOLOing some evals on my own. Made 1,500 on 2 Top Step evals. Blew one, but no, I'm not gonna do that in here, because I'm just learning it myself. But you can go into the HFT section in the Discord and ask about it in the chat if you want. It's just a scalping bot. Had one loss and then 2 losses and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins. 2 losses and 6 wins, and we were still break even on the day. Just to, you know, some days are really, really good though. So, all right, 2-minute close down on Q. 2-minute long. I would watch that. Okay. Your stop would be huge though. You'd have about a 50-point stop loss. So, you know, if you wanted to risk $200 a trade, you'd be taking that with 2 micros. And you'd probably realistically just shoot for the 1-to-1 if you entered right now, which would put your TP right around that 50% level. It's not my strategy. It's HFTs, and it's not free either. It's free for me. It's not free for you guys. It's $85 a month, which is actually super cheap. But yeah, it's basically a scalping bot that you can set up. The default setup is, you know, 25 ticks of profit with a 100 tick stop. So, you know, not a good risk reward, but it tends to win more than it loses, obviously. So tends to play out pretty good. It also can use the martingale. So it's similar in some ways to like our NQ Autotrader. Different, very different, but similar. Like they both use martingale and have a negative risk reward. Except his uses, the HFT one uses machine learning, which ours doesn't. And the Spectre goes for you know, 5 points of profit. Ours goes for like 12 points of profit. Similar, but very different as well. So I don't believe we'll be getting any trades today. I feel like I've called some okay potential setups. It's been a tricky day. It's just sold off pretty much. But I mean, I called out this low at 619 that was down here as the target when we were around here, right? Said if we break, I actually remember saying this, said if we break below 670, which happened on this candle, then we should go for this low down here, and we did. So yeah. It's all about tweak it. If you haven't watched the video I posted yesterday, you need to go take 20 minutes and watch that. Okay. Go over how you can find your own settings. You need to think outside the box a little bit. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, watch it, rewatch it. We literally went from unprofitable strategy to profitable, right? I mean, you could do it here on the live. Like, again, it's all just about tweaking things. So if we want to use a stop at nearest swing, we can check that. I'll try a 2-to-1. No EMA filter, no time filters to start. Tried messing with that. On Bitcoin? Yeah. I mean, it can work on many things. I'll uncheck the break-even stop here. Again, I'm just messing, and I wanna go for less trades, but maybe higher quality trades. So I'll put the swing strength up at 70. And I want to make sure we're in a bigger range as well. So go for 100. So big numbers maybe. Minimum iFVG size I'll just leave there for now. And I'll enable. We'll see what this gives us here. Every trade lost. I mean, it's all about, it's fiddling. It's fiddling because I showed in the video yesterday, literally, we found some, you know, settings, and then I'm like, let me uncheck the require impulse move. And you went from like -5K to +5K. So, all right, let's check the strategy performance. This is just the last 5 days here. Red the last 5 days, big drawdown. So realistically, that one, that wouldn't work for us there. We could also just try switching the time frames, maybe the 2-minute. It's just little things like this. That 2-minute didn't work either. The long's not working today, which is just a sign that I think we might just be selling towards previous day low. Pretty much all the long setups have failed. So previous day low is down at 478. Mark it on your charts. I would say, look, that's the 2-minute. It actually took the 2-minute that I was talking about. Not a bad setup. Just didn't work. That's how trading is. 2-minute. Less trades. It looks like it's just taken a few trades and lost most of them. Maybe let me try lowering the range 250. Might get the same exact results. SMT here, NQNES, 2-minute chart. Yeah, 2-minute long again. I mean, I hate to say it, but 2-minute long looks fairly good. It's just a huge stop though. This 2-minute long isn't terrible. I think this is gonna be the same results. Yeah. We could switch to the 3-minute chart and see if that's any different. But again, in that video yesterday, we pretty much just went from an unprofitable strategy to a profitable strategy within 20 minutes. It was a roughly profitable. You'd still, you know, want to do fine tuning on it, of course. Okay, we're seeing a few more wins here. A few more wins here and there. We could, let's see. Let's move these swing point numbers. Let's move this down to 50. See if that sparks anything different. This is all it is, by the way. This is like all you do. Just do this, mess with kind of like one setting at a time until you get a solid foundation. That's still red. We could uncheck require impulse move. Might be way worse. Might be way better. We don't know. Might be the same. About the same. Okay. We could try loading a tick chart. So we'll just show you guys that you can use some other bar types as well. Let's keep the settings the same. We'll keep that unchecked. Tick charts look interesting. I mean, you can use other charts, guys. The thing is, you just have to keep in mind the Autotrader was built around candlestick charts. So if you think other charts look funky, so you know that's why though. Tick chart, we load the same settings we just had, and now we're 1,000 profit, 500 drawdown, only 7 trades. But we only have 5 days loaded, or 3 days loaded. We could try and load more days. I've been having some NinjaTrader freezing issues this morning when I try to load some more days, especially on NQ. NQ just has so much more data to load than like ES or Gold or YM. It's a little trickier with NQ to test, I think, but because there's just generally so much more movement on NQ, can make things hard. All right, we'll try enabling again here. I always like to give this a little shimmy. Some small little circles. I feel like it helps NinjaTrader not freeze as much. Give it some shimmies and some shakes. For those still looking for trades for the day as well, NQ 2-minute chart. If you want a setup with a smaller stop loss, I would maybe just look to take the higher 1 minute. And that would be, yeah, the higher 1 minute on NQ. You would have roughly still a 30-point stop. So, all right, so we just loaded some more days here. All right, so not atrocious. I mean, it's a good start. 2,500 tick chart, 2,600 profit, 2,000 drawdown. That's the equity curve. So like it's a promising start. But that's all you do, guys. Again, mess with the swing strengths. If we take a look at the chart, actually, kind of get a gauge of where it's marking out some swing points. I think we could lower it a little bit from just the looks of it here. I think we could lower it a little bit. So maybe we'll lower the number down towards 30 and we'll keep this at 50. Keep that at 50. Again, it will take a minute to load, but and sometimes NinjaTrader will freeze as well. So that's just how it is. If you ever want to know if your NinjaTrader is frozen, pull up your task manager, check your CPU percentage. If it's like hovering between 0 and 1, it's probably frozen. If like right now it's at 20% CPU usage, it's not frozen, it's just loading. Okay, little trick for you. So you can just like pull this up, see? Yeah, I mean, most people just use a VPS. Like I'm on a VPS right now. But yeah, I mean, it will load faster if you have a really, really quick PC. But okay. Again, we just lowered the swing points a little. So we're increasing the profits. We're also increasing the drawdowns because, you know, makes sense if you're getting more trades. But looks like most of our profits are just the last couple days here. Anyway, I'm not gonna keep doing this the whole morning, but you kind of get the idea. I think we'll call it here though. 10:30 almost. Call it here. Thank you all for joining. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. So thank you for joining. And I'll see everyone tomorrow morning. Thanks, guys.